Hello everyone, Josh here with Texas, bringing guys and gals some more King Arthur, and today we have a nice, helpful little guide for you guys and gals out there. Well, at least I hope it's very helpful, because it is concerning passive skill ups and how to kind of alleviate a lot of the stress involved in leveling them up, especially if it's ones that you don't want to level up necessarily. Now, it's not going to work for everyone. It's going to depend on what unit you're trying to build up, what skills you're trying to really utilize the most. And a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be very, very helpful because, you know, in this game, resources are very vital to your progression. And a lot of you that are free to play or even a casual spender, you're going to be struggling to get a lot of those higher end resources, especially in bulk when you get higher and higher and higher up when you're starting to level up these passes, because they get very, very expensive. The price keeps going up and up and up to the point where it becomes a bit ridiculous for a lot of you out there. So hopefully this guide can be very helpful. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to be using my Bedivere as a perfect example of kind of a few ways you can go about this. I say a few, but there's really only like two ways you really go about this. So as you know, legendary heroes come with 3 different passives, and rare heroes come with 2 different passives. So you can kind of utilize this strategy for both rares and for legendaries. And those passives are tied to your actual level up star level on your heroes. As you can see right here, I just reset my Bedivere. And yes, reset coins will be involved in this guide. You don't always need to use the reset coins, but they can be useful and they're worth the 400 gems. And I will show you where to buy those. You can buy those 4 times a month, and they also give them to you through various things in the game as well, like events and stuff. So it's not like they're going to be extremely hard to come by. And they're definitely free to play friendly, so keep that in mind as well. Alright, so back to Bedivere. I had him completely maxed out, right? Well, I had to max him out because I didn't have the resources to skill him up at the time, but I needed him in my core team. So if you need to use a unit in your core team and you have to level them up, but you don't have the resources to skill them up yet on their passive, you will have to eventually use a reset coin if you don't get good RNG. So keep that in mind. But when you do reset them, or if you're trying to do this for the first time and you already have your skill up materials, you can utilize what I'm about to show you right now. So, on passive 1, let's say we want to make sure that we get that maxed out, and we want to max out his passive 2, but we do not want any of our resources to go into passive 3. We do not want that to be touched at all. So how do we make sure that that's going to happen? Well, it says right there, advance to 5-star to unlock. That passive will not unlock until we get our hero to 5-star, which is level 50. But we do want to make sure that our skill ups are going into the passive 1 and the passive 2. We do want that to happen. So, if we only wanted the passive 1 to be leveled up, we would not level up past level 20. We would feed in our skill up materials and it would all go into passive 1. But in this case, in Bedivere's case, we want the first 2 to be leveled up. So we don't mind taking him to 3-star or level 30. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to go ahead and advance him. Going to pop those off. And now we're going to go ahead and take him to level 30 really quick. You don't even have to level him up to 30. He's already 3-starred because, you know, we advanced him, but my OCD will trigger. So now we have him at level 33-star. Now you see here his his passive is available to be skilled up now on his second one and his first one. This is very, very good. So now we go in here and do skill level ups. And we're going to show you right here why this is important. And again, you can do this with rares too, because rares have 2 skill ups. So if you only want to go into the first skill up, utilize this same strategy, okay? But make sure you use those reset coins wisely if you do need to do them, all right? Just be very, very careful. All right, so we're going to go ahead and skill these up. It's going to go either into the first or the second one. That's perfectly fine, okay? Maxed out our second one, which is actually perfect. We're going to go ahead and max out the first one now as well. Okay, I ran out of gold, but you get the idea, right? So we'd max that out, and now we have the first and second one done. And you noticed these resources became more and more and more expensive. So, if you get bad RNG when you go through it the first time, if you had to do the skill ups after you leveled up the hero, go ahead and use a reset coin and then utilize this strategy so you don't have to keep doing this over and over again, and you don't got to deal with this headache of RNG always screwing you over and going into the wrong passive. Again, this isn't going to work for every single hero because some heroes, you might want to use their passive 3, and at that point, you are completely at the mercy of RNG, and there's not really much you can do about it at that point unless you want to keep buying reset coins and trying over and over and over again, which might not be ideal, rather, for some of you out there. But for those of you who are really trying to utilize the passive 1 or the passive 2 on a legendary, this will work perfectly. And if you're trying to utilize the first passive of a lot of rares, this will work perfectly. So hopefully that was very helpful for a lot of you out there. And let me show you right now, real quick, where you can go and buy those reset coins if you need to for 400 gems from the shop. So you go to the shop, you go to packages, you go to monthly packages, and then you just scroll on over here and you'll see right there, actually I went too far. You'll see right there, monthly character reset package. You can buy 4 of those a month. They're 400 gems. You get 50,000 gold and a reset coin. So that is how you're going to go ahead and try and combat, at least to an extent, some of the RNG involved when it comes to skilling up your heroes' passives. And by the way, when you do reset coins on those heroes, you do get all those resources back for skill ups on passives. Not relics, but on passives. So hopefully, again, this video was very helpful for a lot of you out there. Good luck, have fun, enjoy. Global launch is on its way. Excited for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below as always. And of course, follow us on X at XMedia. And I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one. Until then, peace.